Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute.
He's a
Later,
cunt.
sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Kaiden, huh?
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
Why do I look so angry? I hate Ashley.
Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Tell me about your family, Ash.
Your family seems to be important.
This is like the one time I like her.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Oh my god, why the fuck is there no show? There's gotta be something called Dad on Duty. I don't know what it could be. I don't know what the duty of Dad could actually be, but fuck me. What an incredible porno in the making. Tell me about Daddy Duty.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud.
I remember your dad.
First thing he did was salute.
Really cute. What about Mom?
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Oh, you look very, very, very angry about that, but you also seem to really like your dad. So who do we blame this on? Bet it's sister's
You
fault.
have more
What
than
a
one
bitch.
sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
So that's why he never returned.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school.
And that was quite the
Go where
porno
personnel
line right
command
there.
sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You've grown up in all the wrong places, unfortunately, so I'm getting out of here. You raised your... Oh, yes, Charmy is just like, I'm bailing, huh? No, you raised your sisters, huh?
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Is there no way to be nice to her?
Then we bonded.
Tell me about it. Oh, do I care about Dad? Or do I care about Sis? I guess we care about Sis.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike.
When do we kill Mike?
I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Does Shepard not know what a vidmail is? Why are we asking? Also, what a disgusting... Just call it a FaceTime. Video. Just say video. What? What?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year.
Even a
This was
friendly
only a couple
conversation
years
with
back.
male Shep seems
They
like
were
an
an amateur
interrogation.
officer.
I love
At
it.
the time, I was assigned to Chernobyl. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away.
Chernobyl?
Close enough to talk
Isn't
regularly.
Chernobyl a
too
place
far to
in
make it back in an
UK?
emergency. I couldn't
UK.
afford a fast pass.
Earth. The UK's all I know anymore. I hate it. Set me free, Boppis. Well, no means no. Boys will be boys. The renegade option is rape. No, no means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
She's still in high school. This was 2 years ago.
Tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency
Wait a minute.
and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You don't think that this guy was you think he was like, hey, he's such a good kid. This dude tries to rape your sister. She breaks his face, and you still think he's a good guy. What? Never mind. I thought I liked Ash from this conversation. Clearly I wasn't fucking listening. What's wrong with you? Please.
Why didn't you tell the police?
And that was your bonding
She said it wouldn't
experience?
solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
I just want to kill Mike. Self-defense.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido.
The hell is
Abby
that?
decided to learn the sword. She always
Why?
was weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do
Aw.
great things to her figure, though.
You're talking... Okay, Ash is just freaking me out in every possible aspect. Please stop simping for your own family. Except Dad. Dad sounds cool. What about you?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me marine hand to hand.
I love that she sounds so excited about it. I kind of just want to hear it again. What about
So,
you?
what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me marine hand to hand.
So,
One of Dad's friends taught me marine hand to
So,
hand.
what did
One of
you-
Dad's friends taught one of Dad's friends.
So, what did
One of
you-
Dad's friends.
So,
One of
what-
Dad's friends.
So,
One of
what-
Dad's one of Dad's friends.
So-
Okay, I've had my fill.
One of Dad's
Where the
friends
fuck are we
taught
going
me
now? We've already
hand to
we
hand.
just talked about self-defense, right? That's exactly where this just fucking came from. But I want to see if it's something different because they got rid of the
You
other
said
one.
all of your sisters?
Yeah. Tops or whatever the fuck. Dedicated of you.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something.
I
My
love
last day
space.
out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
But he's a great kid,
I
apparently.
swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Good. I don't understand why she keeps trying to defend this prick. Also, what is there is a black hole in the base of your neck. Are you feeling okay? Maybe that explains why she sounds insane right now. Wow.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Is Ash even
Better.
that good? All her
I'm
team
more or
is
less a
dead.
straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying.
Oh,
She
what a
hugged him.
sweet little bitch,
The
babe.
Williams women
Why?
are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
I still very much plan to hunt him down, don't you worry, Ash. Interesting story, where was your fun? No, I think that implies that her dad should have dealt with this, and she's not gonna like that. And that was pointless. Interesting story, let's be nice. I don't hate her that much yet.
Your sister's
Don't
something
worry,
else.
she gets worse.
But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there.
So that's with the Quarians, they can raise a
Cannot
civilization.
rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates,
Guys,
councils,
I think she's
governments.
possessed. Bored now! I've always liked that one, Tennyson, right? What's that crap? You read poetry. Let's be interested in her, even though I want her
I
dead.
never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Aw, that's actually... Since when does she have a story? You know what? I don't like her, but even Ash's character arc is pretty incredible over the series as long as she doesn't, like, burst at some point along the way. It's a good piece.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oh, that was
Dad passed on a
painful.
few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
From the afterlife? Yeah, sure. Not even, I hope that doesn't even imply that that Shepard doesn't believe in the afterlife. He's just implying that her dad doesn't care. From the afterlife, huh?
I mean, from wherever we go after death.
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now.
Really?
That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Keep it to yourself? It's not a problem, but you have encountered the Bible, yes, Ashley? Where in the Bible does it explain about how God created the Turians and then sent the Turians to kill all the humans? Actually, probably many, many similar passages, but still, of course not, but my Shep definitely fucking doesn't. It's the year like 3600. How has this not died yet? Are you the only Christian left in the world? Of course not. I guess. Are you a fanatic? We've just had this beautiful, cute conversation. She's like, my dad is safe with the big sky dad now. And it's like, are you insane? Get the fuck out of here. Your dad's dead. I don't want to say keep it to yourself. That seems really mean, but I really hope this doesn't imply that I do too. I'm hoping that's why that I do too is there.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
Oh,
I'm
we're
glad
so
you're
fancy.
open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez.
Isn't the Earth
Hello,
the
have
only
people
planet that
looked out
exists
the
in the
window?
Bible?
How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
That's exactly why I don't need to believe. Okay, whatever. Ash is annoying me again. I thought that was... I remember liking her a bit more in Mass Effect 1, but that's really thrown me off. How stupid can you be? I just want to clarify. I don't really care what anyone believes, but we're in space. It's like 3,500. How is this still happening? How have you not seen enough? Or all your friends died, and you're just like, oh yep, don't worry, that's part of his plan. Not because the robots decided to tear off their faces in front of you and made you watch. Like, oh, thanks God, really appreciate it. At least he's looking after my dad, even though he traumatized me for the rest of my life. Ooh, it was part of God's plan to make that guy rape my sister. What the fuck's wrong with you? Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Imaginary friends need to stay out of space. Preferably, Scott. Very much
Rifles
preferably.
Don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
I'm sure they very much do.
More later, though.
No, we're not
Dismissed,
fucking.
Chief.
Because that means I probably need to get
Sir.
circumcised. What else does the Bible say? Oh god, to be fair, the Asari version of the Bible it probably does a lot scarier things to my dick. In fact, dicks don't even exist in Asari worlds. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Does she even know what it is? Rex, my love, please give me a more interesting conversation about that.
What do you want, Shepard?
I wanna fucking talk, my
Why
love.
did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yes?
Such as?
You're a
Such
Krogan,
as,
mostly.
I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why leave, Rex?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Really?
What happened?
I was betrayed.
I miss your backstory so much. I want to
was
learn
head of a
everything all
small
over again.
tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us.
He's all gestury and
They
stuff. He's so
followed
excited to tell his little
One of the
campfire
few
story.
warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas.
Let's gather round
He
and eat
wanted to
s'mores,
continue
Turtle
the
Grandpa.
war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
And what about you, Rex?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding. At
Rex
least
is
for
just
one
fucking
generation.
horny. I love him.
And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
Yeah, we're also horny. Let's do it. Can someone just introduce the Krogans to Viagra? Do we really need to cure the fucking disease? Can we just make it work again? One of them, like, they've got enough balls to do it, right? Just pop a pill for each ball and then everything will be fine. What about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't
His name's
appreciate
basically
that.
just Jared.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
I love So they come off as meatheads. They come off as just warlike. It seems like their personality is gonna be nothing but we really, really love blood. But there's so much more to them. And as the series goes on, I think they become overall my favorite race, except possibly the Quarians. I love them so very dearly. I love Rex especially, and I need to spend every single second I possibly can around him. Please, oh god, hold me with your giant spiky arms. Have you seen how thick his thighs are, by the way? Compared to his waist? My god, these unrealistic male beauty standards. And you went.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well...
It's his dad! I forgot about that!
Even we hold sacred.
Your father?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked.
After that, I sought out a new daddy.
Get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal.
Sacred
His
ground,
men
huh?
leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly.
That's where the scars come from,
I
if I
escaped
remember.
with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Can we talk more about your family, Rex? I've got goosebumps, by the way. I could listen to him talk forever. Ash could never give me fucking goosebumps. She can't give me bumps of any kind.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Absolutely. Is
I've
it
got
working?
some
That's what new daddy
business
wants.
with my family, but that's all.
Is that right, Rex?
What kind of business?
Before
It's a
I
family
left, I
bakery.
made an
You wouldn't
oath to
understand.
my father's father.
You make lovely muffins, Shepard.
I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
You didn't... I guess, yeah, you wouldn't exactly have time to strip your dad right after murdering him under a hell of a lot of gunfire. Although, you used a dagger. Why were guns not involved? I know there are guns on the Krogan homeworld. Like, you're not that stupid. Hell, you were necessary to beat back the Rachni, weren't you? So, what? Armor.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine.
Until you cut your dad out of it.
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war.
You are armor and weapons.
Now,
Look at
it's in
you.
the hands of conked-outedness, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Then we're gonna pepper every last one with our lovely little bullet sprinkles. I'll look for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Abso-fucking-lutely you will be.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I'm so excited! We picked up loyalty missions before I've even done a single fucking mission for myself. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Probably means I need to talk to Kaiden, of all fucking people. And also Liara, but I don't know if she'll have one because she hasn't been with us for quite as long as everyone else. But
Something I can
Engineer
do for you,
Adams. No, of
Carry on,
course not.
Adams.
I get the feeling that guy and Presley don't really ever have anything to say. So why do I like Presley? All he does is be racist, and I was quite
Looking for
excited to
supplies?
see him when we got back. That's worrying. Yes,
Let's
I'm
see what
looking for
you've got.
supplies.
You bet, Commander.
I get richer and richer every time I'm here, which I guess is kind of the point, but still. Silverback for the Turians. I mean, Garrus ain't that hairy. This is all you've got? Where's your Spectre tier shit? I thought that armor was just called Lisa. I will wear Lisa's skin. And nothing will ever pierce it again. This is dog shit. I might buy some human armor. I haven't seen Hydra. Actually, I think Hydra's purple. I think that's what Tali was wearing originally. I think that's her base outfit. I've given myself hiccups again. Jesus fucking Christ. Buddy, please. Calm down. I'm having a diaphragmatic seizure again. Let's actually try and hang out with Sharquis, because I love her more than I have any fucking right to.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Want to talk about
How well do you
Kaiden?
know
I'd never worked with him before. That tends to
No.
keep to himself, though.
I thought she'd
Goodbye,
probably
Commander.
say something else now that he hasn't really been brought out on missions, so I don't know what else she'd even have to say. I could do Liara just through there, but if Kaiden's gonna talk to me, then I want to get that over with quickly. Always looks like it's a cutscene, but then he's just like, hey. After he does his really awkward 2006 animations. Looking for input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
So put it in.
Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the council.
Good.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially on our
Pissed?
side. I'll have a better...
I hate your little surfer voice. Stop it.
Another L2 flare-up.
Surfing doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it will just please talk in a normal voice, or I'm gonna end up having you fucking water skiing off the back of the ship, and there is no water in space, my friend. You alright? You retrofit into an L3. Let's just ask if he's
Anything
alright.
I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down.
I
It's
don't
rough
believe he has a
sometimes,
loyalty
but
mission,
They
so-
spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides,
I'm
I
L3
fear
even
one
though
thing
L4s and
Sergeant
L5s exist.
Kinetics was through.
They still around,
I
huh?
haven't heard anything about kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first
Wait,
contact,
I thought that said
Kinetics
corps.
was set up to track
But he's
Element
reading
Zero's
corp. I
orders
used to
and
say
develop
corpse, and I thought I was
implants
wrong.
for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
And why couldn't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EZO. Forget
Why
trying to
are
get
we
the
so
kids to
dumb?
move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Don't tell me about these experts.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were
During
afraid
the
what people
war?
back home would think.
Or right
Asking
after, I
Turians
guess.
For help when we just fought a war with them.
So how in hell? What was I going for? It was a really good point I was about to make in my brain, and it just did not quite connect. How in hell? Come on, questions, English, we can do this. We can definitely do this. You're not quite dead yet, you idiot. This stream isn't gonna be what finally takes you out. Yeah, but how the hell do we even stand a chance against Turians? If they had biotics and we didn't, we like withstood? I guess maybe the council stepped in and told the Turians to stop just playing with their food, us being their goddamn food, because there's no way. Like, we're so much less advanced than Turians, we were basically ascended by the other races, and we're like, they gave us Mass Effect technology. They gave us biotics and everything. Well, I think we found a mass relay, and that's how we found them. And then everyone started shooting at us, but I get the feeling that the humans definitely started that war. But why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Jesus Christ, our government is stupid. I'm sure they meant well, you do what you have to. I mean, clearly broke Kaiden down into a walking migraine, but yeah, I'm sure he did a great job.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
It's pretty hot. I think you're just pathetic. It's kind of weird that Kaiden isn't the space racist, and Ashley is. Ashley hasn't even really encountered a whole lot of fucking aliens in her life, right? Because she was just human military, and she was born on Earth, from what I know. Her dad was a spacer, her dad was Alliance, but I guess maybe he had some horrible stories. Maybe he was involved in the First Contact War. Because I can't quite place when the First Contact War happened. Because I think we were told like 60 years ago. But Kaiden isn't like 100 years old, and he was trained, it would have been a kid, but he looks like, what, 30? He would have been trained probably from the ages 5 and up, so 25 years ago. That means that the First Contact War, if it was like 60 years ago, would have already been over for 35 years, and diplomacy would have had a big old fucking chance to figure itself out. Like, we're only, what, 40 years on from certain fucking wars that happen, only 20 years on from, like, Desert Storm and everything. Okay, bad example, those relations are not and probably never will be fine, and we did kind of massacre as many civilian Turians as possible. So, yeah, okay, starting to make sense. I see why they hated you. And I guess just for the war, you could probably have like 100-year gap there and the diplomacy wouldn't be fixed. They ever bust the guy?
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Why do you talk in cool ways when you're the most bland man in the universe? Like, sometimes he'll come out with a quote like that, and then I'll want him. He'd be like the only human I give a fuck about in all of Mass Effect. But no, it's still just about fucking Ashley because she has that horrible, horrible voice.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Oh, this is about Liara, isn't it?
I mean,
yes, she's fucking mine. Looking for personal input again?
I've wasted enough of your time.
Okay, he hates me. Good,
We'll talk another
good,
time.
because I hate you.
Commander?
Let's go hang out with Liara. If everyone else has something to say, I'm sure she must do too. And I think her loyalty mission counts as the mission where you meet her, where you rescue her. I don't think she gets one in this game.